Hello, my name is Christina, and I'm from 8 Oak. What if I told you the healthiest food on my plate is the very one your app labels red? Same berry, same barcode, different bodies, different outcomes. We've been chasing the perfect diet, yet we keep getting sicker. Maybe the problem isn't what we eat, it's what we refuse to rewrite. During the summer vacation, my mom partnered with a global health company. It was about launching a nutrition project aimed at the next generation. And there was a small part of it that I want to share with you here, especially in this era of abundant information and countless health theories. Did you know, every 10 seconds, this one person dies from diabetes? In 2014, there are 415 million people have diabetes. When it turns to 2025, guess what? The number soared to 589 million. Don't they want to be healthy? Of course, but they are just keep eating the correct average meal that wasn't correct for them at all. Once I asked Siri, is quinoa healthy for me? She replied, define healthy and define you. Siri just passed Precision Nutrition 101. For 50 years, public health messages have repeated the same lines. Cut fat, watch calories, eat your 5 a day. But these results are built on population averages. Millions of people shrunk into a single mythical average human. But the trouble is, no one is average. In an 800-person Australia test, a same size of whole grain bread sent one person's blood sugar to a diabetic spike, left another untouched. A 6-fold spread for identical meals. Average advice failed both of them. Precision nutrition shows that response to food is shaped by at least 4 layers. First one, genes. Think of them as an instruction you were born with. A single typo in your instruction, scientists call it a SMP. This made everyone sitting here different, and is often born to be. Importantly, a single SMP can shift starch to sugar speed up to 40%. Wow, this is what I found in my life too. Since I was a child, I always had that question. Maybe you have that question too. Why do I feel like I even gain weight just by drinking cold water? And others, I know, they can eat whatever they want, and they just don't get fat. Maybe your parents tell you, you don't exercise enough. This might be a little factor, but the big truth is, our genes are different. We're born to be different. Now you will ask, what do we do now? Is life just this unfair? Well, others might take ages to figure this out, but I can help you there. Back to those layers. Second, microbiome. Same avocado, different calorie harvest. This is done by your personal digest system, the little bacteria that helps you digest. Third, real-time metabolism. A time taking your body to chemical reactions, like turning glucose into energy. Remember, this is also affected by genes and microbiome, which are all very personal variables. Last but the most important, psychological context. Sleep, stress, mood, the invisible condiment that can shift starch to sugar speed up to 20% without adding a single calorie. So, if you're suffering through breakups, you might be careful about what you eat. VIP nutrition used to mean a PhD and a chef with attitude, but now it just means a grocery list passes down your own lab testing. No white coat, no waiting list. The 5-day Think Again Plate protocol. This was devised by NIH-funded Nutrition for Precision Health Consortium in 2025. These short 5 days will make you truly realize what food suits you the best and what will drag you down to the rock bottom. First day, baseline. You scan your arm with a CGM, which is a tiny sticker sensor that sends sugar readings to your phone every 5 minutes. You scan it 2 hours before breakfast and after this will be your own real-time metabolism that we talked about earlier, and the measure is in unit milligrams per deciliter. Second day, a safe test. What do I mean by a safe test? You just eat your normal healthy breakfast, but just with a CGM. If your sugar spikes over 30 milligrams per deciliter, this food is not recommended. If it's lower than 30, then it passes the test, just like a simple traffic light. And of course, these results are always eye-opening. I once swore by oatmeal every single breakfast. And I see all social media posts calling it a superfood, and I think it's the key to my health. But when I did this exact test, my blood sugar spikes over 70 milligrams per deciliter after that bowl of oats. What I think is healthy is actually a sugar bomb in my body. It was a total shock, like finding out my favorite childhood friend is actually secretly bad for me. Day 2, also day 3, you can do a swap test. You just keep calories the same, but just change one main variable. For example, if you're eating oats, then change to cottage cheese pancakes. Same portion, same time, one facet at a time, so you know which handle is guilty. Day 4, timing test. Eat the same winning food while you just move breakfast 1 hour earlier or later. This catches the invisible condiment. Day 5, a stress test. Eat the same food while walking, in a noisy cafe, or after a nightmare meeting. This is like a day 5 test about the invisible condiment that we talked about earlier. If your sugar spikes over 20% compared to the quiet day, this meal is context sensitive and need to be handled with care. Last but the most important, to classify your result, test by your body. Not just classification looks fancy, but it really helps you to organize the result and constantly reminds you you're on your new page of health. You will make your own tags on food. Green means you'll keep eating the food. Yellow means your result is ambiguous, so you need to remember to do a retest. Red means you'll completely delete this food from your diet. Actually, the red part is usually the most shocking part, because what you've seen on the internet might betray you deeply. That's it. Your arm sensor plus 5 breakfasts, a menu written by your body for your body. Yes, you may discover that ice cream scores better than brown eyes. Try not to gloat on your family dinner. This isn't eat candy forever. It's eat what passes down your own lab. Until it doesn't, then think again. So, delete the pyramid, erase the data, trust your result, and turn the page. Let every green tag you stick become a quiet revolution. Think again, because the world's healthiest diet isn't printed on a pyramid, and it isn't a random scientist telling a random method on social media. It's written in real time by the person holding the fork. You can be your own scientist. You can make every tomorrow taste better by rethinking, rewriting your health goals. Thank you, and that's all.